The world has been broke down. The world is just announced. Final time is now. The final time to bow. But I will not get down. For you can't force me now. Awakening is clear. I could show you how. I could show you how to fight them. I could show you how to defeat them now.
It was at 6 o'clock this morning when Dan Rigney spotted two armed thugs approaching his store, and whilst they both had weapons, it was Dan who fired first. Using a can of fly spray and a lighter, he sent flames soaring, blasting both bandits. One retreating out the door, the other falling backwards and dropping one of his sawn-off rifles. The attacker in black then found his feet, aiming his gun straight at Dan, forcing him to duck. They shouted threats and then headed behind the counter. Their money-hungry move giving Dan his chance to make a run for it. Over the next 4 minutes, they dropped their weapons and raided his tills, taking $680 with them. It's not the first time that Dan's done something like this to protect his store. 6 years ago in Mount Gravatt, he chased an armed bandit down the road into the arms of waiting officers. And it's safe to say this morning his wife wasn't too impressed to hear that he'd risked his life again. Regulars at the Alexandra Hills store are proud of Dan's fired-up approach.
I'm glad that he stood up for himself and that they didn't get away with much. I wouldn't like to cross him again, that's for sure.
Police are now on the hunt for the two armed men. Sean Power, 9 News.
The Burke County Sheriff's Office needs your help finding an armed robbery suspect. Take a look at this video here. Deputies say a man entered the Keysville convenience store at 11 this morning and pulled out a handgun. The clerk says the man pointed that gun at her, demanded money. Anyone with information on who this man is asked to call the Sheriff's Office.
She's fighting back. Oh, my gosh. I'm so glad she didn't get hurt. Stop watching. But now the suspect in an attempted armed robbery is in custody.
The Burke County Sheriff's Office says Christian Thornton is the man seen in surveillance footage scuffling with a store clerk. That dramatic video has reached more than 250,000 people on our WFXG Facebook page. Now the clerk is telling her story, and you can imagine she's not at all shy about it.
Fox 54's Jake Rakosi spoke with her today. Jake, is she shaken up about this? She seemed like a pretty strong woman.
No, not at all, actually. She said she called his bluff when he pulled the gun out. Luckily for her, she was right.
Go ahead. You want to shoot me? Go ahead.
It's safe to say you don't want to mess with Bhumika Patel. After a would-be robber pulled a gun on her Tuesday afternoon, her first instinct was telling him he didn't have the guts to pull the trigger.
He said, hey, give me all money, and otherwise shoot you. I say, I was like, you need money, over there, take it. But if you want to shoot me, go ahead, shoot it.
And it was all caught on the Keysville convenience store surveillance cameras. You can see a man trying to buy a Mountain Dew. When Patel reaches down to get his change, he points a handgun directly in her face. In a split second, Patel tries to smack it out of his hand, then beats him with the register drawer until he runs away empty-handed. But she wasn't done yet.
I'll just run behind him with hammer.
She says she wasn't scared or nervous and says her devout religious beliefs played a part in her decision to fight.
That's our Paul, and that's our God. Yeah, I just believe strongly in my religion and my God. If he want to save me, nobody touch me. But if he want to just like take me back, nobody save me. I'm just like, no, it's my God everywhere with me, and I know.
Here in Keysville, Georgia, Patel takes this incident personally, because if she doesn't stand up, then who will?
My people, my city, my country gone broke because he robbed.